Hi, welcome. This is Fabrice Chanansky. Woohoo! This is a great day. You know what? I will show you how to create your first IT helper desk application. This will be amazing. My name is Fabrice, and I am really crazy about Power Apps. I love it. It's just a way to create an application without knowing nothing about developing application. I'm not a C sharp or a Python expert. Okay, so let's create our first apps. In the new app here, I'm going to say Canvas, okay? So meaning that it's going to be by the design. It's going to be for my iPhone. I'm going to be like IT desk application. And I do create here. Let's get started here. And this is the first thing. So when you create your apps here, your first apps, you will have just one screen. This will be the first screen that will appear on the iPhone, for example, okay? So it's the only screen in the tree view since it is the name of the blank screen that appears on the canvas here. So by default, the font size on the screen is so small that it's difficult to read, okay? You can use the slider to increase the font size if you want here. Okay, that's better. And while the text on the screen says add an item from the insert pane on connect or connect to data here, okay, I'm not going to select either of these options at this time, okay? You will eventually configure the properties on this screen from the insert pane, but for now, let's begin by remaining the app screen. So the first screen here that you have in the tree view, I'm going to select the ellipses here, and I will just go here and say that it's my first screen. Okay, so I'm going to do rename here. I'm going to say it's going to be my browse screen 1. Okay, that's better. Wow, fantastic. So it's going to be the new name of your screen name, and it will be the first screen that will appear, okay, will be displayed on your phone here. So what I'm going to do now is that now I'm going to insert the pane insert here, okay? So if I go on plus insert here, um, in the drop down menu I'm going to select vertical gallery, okay? So here you have a lot of way to do that, okay? But I'm going to select a vertical gallery, okay? So let's go here and click on the first vertical gallery, okay? Woo, that's really amazing, okay? Uh, so in this vertical gallery here that I have, so from left to right, you will see the tree view pane, the vertical gallery, and you have here select data source windows. If you see it here, and the gallery one properties pane. See, this is the properties of my gallery one advanced editor here, and of course I have my data source. Okay, so let's do it again just to show you. So I'm going to just remove it. Okay, I'm going to go here and I will do it again. So remember, I went to insert here and I clicked on vertical gallery. So you can note that in the tree view pane, the default name of the vertical gallery you just added is gallery 1, okay? So this is gallery 2 because I just removed one, okay? But it's not very important. So gallery 2 represents the list of records that will be displayed on my first screen. It's the browse screen 1 from your data source. Since you have yet to define a data source, you can see that simply fills in sample record in the vertical gallery. Okay, you can see Lauren, Ipsum 1, etc. And one so once you select your data source, you will see the actual record from your data source in the gallery. Okay, so in the select data source, enter SharePoint. Okay, it's just the first name of SharePoint. Okay, so it's going to type share something, and of course, it will display a list starting by share. And at the bottom of the list, I'm going to select SharePoint here, SharePoint. Okay, so something important is that if you happen to click somewhere else on the screen before you perform the prior step of entering share in the search box, the select data source will disappear. Don't worry, you will simply perform this step using the property pane, And first in the tree view pane, select gallery if it's not selected. And in the gallery one, you go in properties and you can select data source. Okay, so no problem. Cool. So in the SharePoint windows that appears, select add a connection, okay, to connect directly to my SharePoint site. So I'm going to click on add a connection. So in the SharePoint here pane, the connect directly cloud services here option should be selected by default, okay? If not, you can select this option now and select the connect button at the bottom of the SharePoint page. Connect. You will have a connect to a SharePoint site, okay, and Windows open on the right side of the screen. I can show you actually. That lists the available SharePoint site at the bottom of the Windows. Okay, so for example, I can here I have my communication site here, but I can search other site. Like for example, if I have IT something, I can search my site if I want. Okay, so here I have my okay, so search site. I have one communication site here. Okay, so I'm going to use it. This one, communication site, and here I can select a list. Okay, so you must select the SharePoint list for this site that you want to use as a data source. Okay. And I want to select my service desk. I think it's not this one because normally I have another one. So let me change it. Sorry about that. Okay, here I have my list. Okay, so it's just a list created from an Excel file. So I'm going to take all this and I'm going to paste it on my Power Apps here. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I will say connect here. And I will create a custom table. Okay, it's going to be like, for example, helper desk. Okay, helper desk here, and he will create this helper desk, of course, list, so I can use it in my demonstration. And I will do oh, sorry, no, it's on my list. Sorry, I'm stupid. Sorry about that. It is here. It's on my ticket here. Okay, so I'm going to use this ticket list here. And I will do connect here. Okay, that's good. And now I can see that I have all the display of my list here. Okay, so this is very nice. So now I have my updated list. Okay, so on the canvas for browse screen with gallery 2 selected in the preview pane, reduce the screen size of the slider to about 40% so that you can see more of the screen. Okay, so I can go here and I can see more of my screen. I can even take that and make it bigger if I want. Okay. So I can scroll down to the top of the bottom of the screen and notice how the gallery borders start at the very top of browse screen and goes a little past the middle of the screen. Okay. So I want to add a couple of controls to the top of the screen, like add and refresh icon. Okay, you need to make some room at the top of the screen of this. Therefore, you need to move the gallery down to provide space. Let's go and take it and move it a little because I want to put some menu here. That's good. So that is, I just changed the way where I can do that, and now I can scroll the browse screen and I can just put it where I want. Okay, so that's fantastic. Okay, so on the gallery 1 here, gallery 2, sorry, properties pane on the right screen, I'm gonna select the down arrow next to the layout. Okay, so layout here. And select the option label title, subtitle, and body. Okay, so I'm going to select title, subtitle, and body. Okay, and you will see that the gallery will be updated based on this selection. Wow, that's better. So now I want to change which files that are displayed in the gallery. So in the properties pane, I'm going to select here edit. Okay, so I'm going to go here in my properties here, and and uh, I will go all down, and I need to select it here. So let me do it now. And so I want to change here the file here, see that are display here because I have a lot of file. You can see that I have all this. I have title, date, issue, description, location, all this, okay? So I want to go here and click on edit here, okay? So I'm just going to do edit. And I can see that on the right of the file, I have a new data windows. Okay, new data windows that shows the body, subtitle, and title files. These are the three files you selected from the layout properties in the Private tab. Okay, so for each file, you can select which file from the SharePoint list you want to display. Okay, and perhaps select the default SharePoint file for each, but you can change them to display whatever file that you want. So I decided to customize the browse screen to change the body one file so that it maps to the assign to. Okay. On the SharePoint. So I'm going to select the drop down arrow near the body one, and you can note how the file is selected in the gallery image. Okay. So I'm going to change that and say that I want to change assign to. Okay. So we'll go here and it will be assigned to. Okay. So I must change it and select the good one. Okay. So where is it? Okay, so it was just all down. So I will say that I want assign to. Okay, assign to is the one. So I'm going. I just say ASU and then display value file that appear. Okay, so I can select the drop menu for the display value. Display value. Okay, and I can say that I want to the display name. Okay, display name. That's better. So you can see that the record display in the gallery have been updated to reflect in the assign to file. So I can repeat this process by changing the subtitle to issue status. Okay, so subtitle. Uh, so this one to issue status. Okay, so I'm gonna take issue status here. I hope that I have it. Yes, I have it. Issue status. And the title file, okay, and the title to, uh, okay, see here is your statute, that's good here, okay. Um, and uh, and that's good, okay. So now I can close my data if I want, okay. So here, so I have issue status, and the title will be issue title, okay. So issue title, and it's here. Wow, that's better. And now I can close it, the data here. Okay, so you have now finishing creating the browse screen for your apps and why you can continue creating the details in the screen. As a best practice, you recommended that you save each screen, okay, in the apps, because otherwise if you have a power supply problem, it can be a problem. Okay, so what you can do is that go in the file and do a save here. Okay, so you can save it here directly. And it's the IT Desk apps. Cool. Okay, so in the save you can change the name. Okay, if I do save here, you can change the name. The name has been changed, so it's okay. But I can change it if I want. Okay, no problem. And here's the name, okay, of my application. So I'm going to create now the detail screen for your Power Apps. Okay, so you're ready to create the second screen for your apps, which is the detail screen. So in the Power Apps, the browse screen display a summary of the item from selected data source, which is the case in the service request. If the user select an item from this browse list, the apps will display all the files for that item. So let's go here in Power Apps and in Tree View. Okay, here. Okay, in the tree view here, I can go and create a new screen. Okay, so it's very easy, and I will do blank here. Okay, so so he's creating a new screen, screen two. Okay, so in the tree view pane under the screen tab, I'm gonna rename it, and the name will be detail screen one. That's good. So now you can see that I have this new name here, And now on the insert ribbon, I can expect an input list and display form. Okay, so I'm going to go insert, and I can go on my input here, and I will select my display. I can type it here. Okay, display form. Okay, and that's it. So I can here and change my display form. That's really good. Oh, I think that I make a small problem here about my layout here. Uh, okay, this is the problem. Let me go in my detail screen and change my layout. I think I don't know if I can change my layout here. Advanced. I'm not sure because I think I did a mistake here. Okay, let's just remove this one detail screen. Okay, so I'm going to remove it. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to go back to new screen. Layouts blank. Okay, is it good like this? Oh no, it was because it was too big here. Okay, so that's better. Sorry about that. It's my fault. Okay. Sorry. So here it's going to be my detail screen. Okay, so I'm going to go here and say, yep, detail screen. And I'm going to go here, insert, and I'm going to insert my form. Okay, so I'm going to type here display form, and that's good. Okay, so so I have my display form, okay, and of course the detail form will display the file for an invalid record, okay. Okay, and here I can go on my connect to data here, okay. Sorry. Okay, if I go here, so he tried to connects to my data, okay. So here I can go on my property pane, and in data source here, um, I must give him the name of my data source here. Okay, so let me do it again here. Okay. Now here I will go to my properties and select, of course, my ticketing system. Okay, so otherwise I will not have anything here. And that's better because I can now change it if I want, like I want, put it all down if I want. See, I can go here. I can go on my I can go in my tree view here. Where is it here? My tree view. Yeah, that's better. And I can select my from view and put it a little down like this. Okay, so when a user select an item on the browse screen, the file associated with that will be displayed in the detail screen. Okay, so to do that, you must associate the properties of the item selected from the SharePoint list, and to do that, I will insert a function property bar. Okay, so okay, so now if I want that when I click on something on my browse screen to be go in my detail screen. Okay, for that I'm gonna go here, just here you see my function bar, and here you have data source. Okay, in data source I will select item. Okay, I'll go here and select item. This is important. Okay, and you can notice that the function that appear on the item is blank. So the item property for display from represent the record from data source that it will display. In this case, we want the item to be the record the user select from the gallery in browse screen. So if you recall, the gallery of record display in browse screen is titled gallery 1. Okay, remember. So here we'll say, okay, gallery. So gallery, see, gallery 1. And I will say dot selected. Okay, so dot selected. That's good. Okay, so dot selected. And I will do enter here. So I think it's good. Okay, so let's go here. I have an issue here for that one. Edit formula. Okay, normally I have my gallery one. And okay, let's do it again maybe. Okay, I'm going to tap here gallery. So gallery 1, I think it's good. And I will do dot and I will say selected. Okay, so I think I have a problem here. Okay, so now I just changed the color here. Okay, if I just go here, I can change the color. If I go in my form viewer, I went on item here. Okay, this is the item, and I did gallery selected. Okay, so meaning that when I change, when I go in my gallery and I take one of my ticket, it will display all what is here, and you can see that now I have the value with display here. Okay, okay, that's good. So in this case, what you want to do is that when the item is selected in burst screen, it will display here automatically. Okay, so this function is gallery.selected. So remember that by entering this function, the display form, the canvas, will populate with value that map to the column from the SharePoint list. And the display form will select the values from the first record in the SharePoint list. In practice, when users select a record from the list of items in burst screen 1, the details will be displayed in detail screen. Okay, so in the tree view, under detail screen now, I have all this now. So I have my card, okay? So this is my data card. And you will see the control name form viewer, okay? So here I have my when you see that here, okay, so for example you have all here my control here that you can use here, okay, and you can see that he will in data card he will take all the information here. It's going to be this one, you can see it's changing here in the menu. Okay, it's data card. Okay, so now I want to rearrange the order of the file. Okay, so I'm going to go in my form viewer here. Okay, and I'm going to properties pane. I'm going to go on edit files here. Okay, edit file. And in the file windows that appear here, the file appear in the order in which they will display in the form. And you have decided to move the customer file after the date. Okay, so here you have the customer. Here you have issue date, issue. So you can change it here. Okay, so you can change what you want here. Okay, so you can go and for example, take this one and put it like move up. You can take the description. You can take the assign to. For example, you can move up. I don't know if you can do that. Ah, you can do that. That's good also. Okay, that's good. So now I have finished here the file. So see, I have all the new file here, and you have now finishing creating the detail screen for your apps, and that's it. Okay, so remember that I need to save it. Okay, because it's important to save it. Now my task will be to have an action to view the detail. Okay, so I think that you have created a detail screen here. So I have my detail screen here that will be used to display the details record information for an item. However, this will this will do you no good until you configure a trigger action within the apps that instruct it to display the detail screen when the user select a record in the burst screen. So you must also configure a trigger action that enable you to return from the detail screen to the burst screen. Okay, so so here I am on my burst screen gallery 1. Okay, in my gallery 1 here, I'm just going to take this and put it like this here. I'm going to go in the insert ribbon in the function properties. Okay, and I want to add some icon. Okay, see here. So um, okay. So now I want that when you select something here, so I'm going to go here in my gallery, and now I'm going to say unselect. Okay, so because when you click on it, I'm going to go here, unselect, and unselect, I will say navigate, navigate, navigate. Okay, so it's not a good one here, sorry. Maybe na. Okay, that's it, navigate. And now if I open here inside, I want to type detail screen. Okay, so detail screen. Okay, so it's going to be this one. Detail screen is this one. And I think that's good. And I'm going to close it now. Wow, that's good. So you have now created a trigger action so that when you just select a record from the gallery, the apps will display details in the data screen. Okay, so I want to test it to be good to see if it's working. I'm going to do save here and I'm going to run it now. Okay, so if I go here, up it goes here. Wow, very good. So it works correctly. So see, if I do it again, of course it's not very beautiful. If I go to like say okay, okay, so I can go here and see my, okay, I can go here and just click on it, and when I click on it, it will go directly on my detail screen. Okay, so if I go back here on my browse screen and do it again, I show you if I go on this one, he can go on this one. Okay. But that's not very nice because I'm missing some, menu to go back in my first screen. Okay, it's not very beautiful. So my issue actually is that I cannot come back. Okay, so I'm gonna go on my display screen. Okay, I'm going to insert a ribbon to go back to my to my first screen. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, my detail screen here. I can see it. Okay, my detail screen from viewer. I'm going to put it a little ball down. I'm going to go insert here, and I'm going to take my icon name back arrow. Okay, and I'm going to put it here. That's better now. And and so in the tree view, I have now my icon one. Okay, icon one here. Okay, so so you want now to change the properties, of course, of my icon here. So I have my back arrow in the early step. So perhaps you inserted the icon in the detail screen in the left is selected here. And you decide that you want to make two cosmetic change to the back arrow icon. You want to change its color and you want to display a tooltip says back when you hover your mouse over it. So in the icon here selected in the properties here, pane display property for this control. So in the properties pane, scroll down to the color. Okay, to the color. I have the color here, and and uh, and uh, and I can change the color. Okay, first of all, display a capital A here with the color. Okay, uh, so to change the color selected, you just have to say the color that you want. Okay, so this is very nice. To change the color, you select the file and select the color of your choice. Okay, note that you can select different colors to see which one you prefer. Okay, so for example, I'm going to change the color here, and I say that I want, for example, this one. Okay, now the color has been changed. That's good. So I just again have the icon selected, and in the properties pane until so you let's go all down, and where you have a tooltip. Okay, so a tooltip is this one. Okay, so I want to say here back back to home, for example. Okay, back to home. Okay, so that's really better. Okay, so you need to configure now the back arrow icon so that when user selected, the browse screen is returned. So I'm going to go here on my here, and I'm going to say unselect. Okay, and unselect. I want to go back, see to my first screen. Okay, so I'm going to type navigate, navigate, and I want to go back, of course, to my browse screen. Okay, so we'll say browse screen one, and I say, and I close this one. Okay, so that's good. I press enter. Okay, so that's better. Let's go down and back to our browse screen here and do to that. And if I click that now, I can see that I have my. I can go back here. Okay, so if I click here, that's good. Wow, fantastic. So that's good now. Okay, I can do that and I can save it, and I start to have something very nice. So now I must be able to change the value here. So I must have a way that I want to add a new, for example, a new Help Desk ticket here. So I'm going to create a new screen here. So blank here, And now the screen will be edit screen. Okay, so I'm going to go here, rename, and it's going to be edit screen, edit screen, edit screen. This is going to be 1. Okay. Okay, that's good. And now in the tree view, I'm going to go insert ribbon, and in input list, I must have now my in the input list, I must search now for something like edit form. Okay, so I'm going to go here and put it here, edit form, little smaller here, and that's good. Okay. Again, like here, I will go in my data source and of course change it here. And like this, I have my edit screen. Wow, cool. Let's make it a little bigger like this. Okay. And that's better here. Okay, so same thing here. Remember, you click here and in my edit screen here, I will change here by item here. So it's going to be item. Okay, so it's not a good one. Okay, let me change it. That thing, sorry. Okay, that's better. I just selected here my data source and I'm going to say item. Okay, and here I will tap gallery 1 and I will do dot selected. Same thing we did before. So by entering this function, the edit form in the canvas will populate with value that map to the latest selected in the browse screen. Okay, so that's really nice. Okay, so I'm going to assign a trigger action to create a new entry. Okay, so I'm going to add an icon. Okay, to be able to add it. So in your edit screen that you created, the form needs to enter the data for a new entry. However, the form is ready for entering data. You must create several trigger mechanisms to process this form. 3 of the triggers are associated with specific icon being added to the screen, and the other facilitate automatic navigation between screens. Okay, so I will have an add icon. Okay, so you must add a trigger mechanism to display the edit screen when you are on the browse screen and you select on add save icon. You must add a trigger to save it and navigation. You must add a trigger mechanism to navigate away from the edit screen back to the prior screen. Okay, and a cancel. So just to cancel to go back to the screen. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to go on my browse screen here, and I will add an icon here. Okay, so that's very easy. The first thing is that I want to in my browse screen, I'm going to go in icon here. So icon, and in icon, I will select the add. Okay, add. Okay, and here it's the add. It's going to be icon 2 here normally. Yep, that's good. Plus here. Uh, and you must associate the trigger mechanism to the plus sign. Okay, so so it's very simple. You are still here, and I will do on select. Okay, so I will go tap on select here, and I want to go on my edit screen. Okay, so I want to go in my new form, of course, and I will go after to navigate edit screen. Okay, so I'm going to go here and type new form, a new form. That's one, and I will say form 1. Okay, so form 1. That's good. This one. I will close it, and I will add navigate to edit screen. Okay, so I do that. Oh, sorry, this one. And now I will do navigate where to my edit screen. Okay, so edit screen 1. Cool, and that's working correctly. So it's encapsulate 2 action: new form, change the form mode to new to enable the entry of a new record, which is the name of the edit from edit screen, and navigates to directly to the edit form. Okay, cool. Now I must add something to be able to save it. Okay, so I'm going to go on my icon here and I will search for check. Checkbox is just to save it. Okay, so I'm going to go here, my checkbox. And in my checkbox here, okay, I will have the icon free. Okay, so it's going to have another one here. So it's going to be another icon. I'm not sure it's checkbox here. Uh, it's not a checkbox. Sorry. So I'm going to do that again. Insert, check. No, it's going to be this one, of course. Yeah, sorry about that. It's going to be here, this one. This is to save. And on select, I'm going to submit it. Okay, so I'm going to say on select. And this one to submit my form. Okay, so I'm going to type submit form. And to save it on my SharePoint, I'm going to type form 1. Form 1. Oh, sorry, like this. Okay, that's better. Uh, and that's very good. Okay, so really, I did the work. Okay, it's something's gonna be better because now I can submit my form here. So now I need to go back, okay, to my previous screen. Okay, for that I'm gonna go on my edit screen here. Okay, edit screen, and I'm gonna select my form. Okay, form 1 here. And on the function bar, the file on the left side of function display item. Okay, item here. I'm going to select. I'm going to select now on success. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go on success. So on success, what you want to do? I'm going to enter back. Okay, to go back to my previous screen. So back. No, sorry, it's going to be back like this. Back. Okay, and I will just do that. So just imagine now you make something wrong, okay? I want to go back like this, put it like this one. Okay, and I'm going to put something like cancel, okay? So I'm going to go in my insert here, and I'm going to search for cancel, because maybe I made a mistake, okay? So I just enter something, so I'm going to do cancel here, and my cancel will be here, okay? And so what I'm going to do is that on select here, I will do a reset form, okay, and go back. So I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to reset my form, my form. The form will be form 1. So form 1, this one. And I want to go back. So I will have two command here, two function, and I will say back. Wow, that's really very nice. And that's it. Okay, let's go to my browse screen and to see if it's okay. Let's save it now first, and after let's try it. Okay, here I have the first one here. I can go back here. That's very good. I can add a new one. So I can say issue status. I don't know, I have a problem on my disk. The date, the issue title, so disk SSD. I have a problem here. I can say my location, my priority here. Let's say it's urgent. Assign to, so I can say, for example, I assign it to somebody in my company if I want. And here to attachment, and that's it. Okay. So we do enter. Okay. And so if I did something wrong, I can go back here and see he go back here in the screen. That's good. Okay, I forgot to do something that I cannot enter when I did something here. Okay, so I need to add an icon here uh, to say, okay, I'm ready. Okay, so it's working correctly. So I need to add an icon with check. Okay, I didn't do correctly. I don't know if you remember. I did it on my first screen, so that's not good. So I'm going to do check here. And of course, I forgot to put this one. This is very important. And on select, it will be submit form. So submit form, sorry. submit form, and the name of my form will be form 1. Okay, that was something really stupid that I forgot. Okay, that's better. So let's do a save here. Let's go back to my browse screen. So this one, I don't need this one. Okay, so I'm gonna just remove it because it wasn't a good one. I can also change the color if I want. So I'll go here and change the color. Let's, for example, this one. That's better. And now let's test it. Okay. So I'm go here. I do that, and you remember I have this one. Okay. So if I do this, it will save it. So that's why I have forgot to do this one. I can go back here, and I can also go here, see what happening. So I can go, for example, I don't know, on this one, forget my password, see. I can go back here, I can add, I can save, and this is really very, very nice. Okay, what's the issue here? Okay, first of all, maybe I'm going to change the color here. I don't like it at all. So let's put it like, for example, this one is going to be better, maybe. Okay, so the problem is the following, is that now if I go here, go back here, uh, see, I don't have any way to change this, okay? So I want to have a way to be able to change this ticket and to remove it. Okay, so I'm gonna add a new icon here on my detail screen. Okay, I'm gonna go in my detail screen. I'm gonna add a new icon here. Okay, so for that I will go and change the edit here. So I'm going edit here. I'm going to search for edit. Okay, and I have my small edit icon here. Okay, and I'm going to put it here to be able to change it. Okay, on my edit icon here, I will go on select, and here on select, I will say, okay, please change edit the form. So I'm going to do edit form, and I want to change my form 1. I think now you have it's very easy, and I'm going to add a second command. We will do what? Navigate edit screen. Okay, so navigate to my edit screen 1. And that's very good. I do like that. Okay. So that's good. Okay. And now I need to add another one. Okay. It's going to be the trash. Okay. So I'm going to go here, insert, and I'm going to say trash. And now I want to remove it. Okay. So I'm going to put it like that or like that. That's better. Okay. That's very good. And on my trash here, I will do unselect, and unselect going to be remove my gallery selected uh, if it's empty. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So a very complex one because I did this one. Okay, so was it? First thing, I'm going to remove from my SharePoint list. Okay, this selected. Okay, so remove from the SharePoint list title the entry that I have, okay? And after I will do if is empty. So he will check for the existence of error when editing a SharePoint list. Errors can occur for many reasons, including, for example, network outage, inadequate permission, and edit conflicts. If there is no error, the error table is empty, then the apps will go back to the most recently displayed screen. The if statement does not include any action. If there are no error in the error table, however, perhaps will by default display a message. Wow, that's really one of the most nice function I created. Okay, let's now save it and try to see if it's working correctly. So I will go here. I will go here, for example. Now I can change it. See, I can change it if I want. I can do that, or I can remove it. Okay, and that's wow, so fantastic. Now what can I do is that I can add something nice. Okay, so for example, this is my ticketing system. So for example, I can insert an image. Okay, that would be can be very nice. Okay, so I'm going to say that I want to take an image here. Okay, just to have some fun. Okay, look and feel. So this is my new ticketing system. I can go like that, and I can go here in image, and I can add an image if I want. Okay, so add an image file. I'm going to go here, put desk. It's going to be very nice. Woohoo! So now it's better because I have something nice, you see. Okay, so this is my ticketing system. I can take all this all down. I can take my browse screen. So my gallery, sorry, I put it a little more down here. I can make it a little bigger now like this. And I can just take this one, make it, put it like this. And I'm going to add here text. So I'm going to do insert, text label. And I'm going to say that it's my super, so IT uh, ticket. Say IT ticket system. Okay. That's good. I can change, for example, my bold or put it like in bold if I want. And I can put it like that. I'm going to put it like more like this. I'm going to change the way and I put it like this, for example. Okay. That's very nice. I can even, if I want, insert, I don't know, like, a date picker or a button, but I'm not going to choose anything here. And that's it. So you just created your first application, your first apps to do a ticketing system. Thank you so much. I hope you appreciate it. Wow, that's good. I love Power Apps. Ciao, ciao.